Hey guys, it's Layla from Ignite, and in today's video, I'm going to take you through some totally candid on-the-spot analysis on an extract from a poem that would typically be seen in a human experience comprehension paper. But before I get into that, please do like and subscribe to our channel and click the bell for notifications. And if you're looking for some resources to help you get through your HSC studies, check out our website, Ignite HSC. But for now, let's get into today's video. So in today's video, as I mentioned, I'm doing some candid analysis on an extract from a poem. Now, the reason I've selected this in a video is because I think it's a really useful articulation for students on how to look at a text and do what I like to call issue spotting. Read through sentence by sentence, pick out the techniques, and start to actively read a text as opposed to passively. When you have that crucial reading time in your comprehension exam, don't waste it reading over and stewing over the essay question and hoping that your exemplar essay is going to adhere to its requirements. Use that time to firstly read through the questions for the comprehension, look at the key terms, what aspects of human experience you need to address. Look at the marking allocation for those questions, which is useful to show you how many quotes or how many bits of evidence you need to take away from that text. And then start reading those texts actively, informed by those questions for the comprehension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flag the extract. I will read through it with you guys, and then I will go sentence by sentence and do my best to pick out as many techniques as I can and some human experience links. There's no question accompanying the extract. It's just pure analysis on the spot. What I also want you to take away from this video is the value of picking out random extracts from any text and to test yourself on how well you can identify techniques or aspects of form. I know there aren't that many comprehension past papers on the new syllabus, and those sitting in 2021, it's the third year. So if you've used the past papers that are already on NESA and your teacher hasn't got any more to give you, you could firstly check out Ignite resources because we have quite a few on there. But secondly, you can pick random extracts from any of your prescribed texts and spend some time reading through and just identifying techniques sentence by sentence to get you really trained mentally for the process you must undergo in the exam. But without further ado, let's have a look at the extract I've got here. This poem is called The Tackle Box by Bruce Dahl, and it's flagging a kind of domestic violence situation in someone's filial relationship with their dad. So let's have a little read through. The Tackle Box. The other night I was hunting in the garage for a torch, and I put my hand in this old box and wow, I got this sharp stab in my finger. When I looked at it in the light, blood dripping everywhere, you know, I realized it must have been a fish hook from Dad's old tackle box. When he left home, he must have forgotten it or been too angry later to come back and pick it up and bought a new one. He'd taken the hooks though, but must have missed this little one that lay there in the dark, just waiting, I suppose, to stick into my finger. Boy, did it hurt, but... Okay, so sentence by sentence, let's see what I can spot. The other night I was hunting. Firstly, use of first person persona. It's intimate, it engages direct dialogue. Always a good starting point. What voice is the text being written in? Okay, note that down. What voice is the text being written in? First person, intimate dialogue. I was hunting in the garage for a torch. Notice how this sentence ends and we move on to the next one without any pause or punctuation. That's enjambment. Enjambment is a run-on line of the poem. Has the effect of, I guess, speeding up the pace of the poem and really getting us to experience the intensity and the rant-like emotion that this persona is evoking in relation to their relationship with their dad. And I put my hand in this old box and wow, exclamation mark, exclamatory tone there. And I think as the text continues, we realize that the old box and indeed the hooks are somewhat metaphorical for the harm or the violence that the dad seems to represent in the extract. I got this sharp stab in my finger, an emotive kind of appeal there of pain, the stab in the finger. When I looked at it in the light, blood dripping everywhere, you know. Firstly, the use of the brackets there, the parentheses, places us even further into the mindset of the persona, and you've got the rhetorical question there, you know. I realized it must have been a fish hook from Dad's old tackle box. I realized a central moment of epiphany. One might argue that that's anagnorisis within the text, where the character makes a central discovery. And as it continues, the fish hook in close proximity here to the dad reinforces the symbolism of the hook as connected to the violence of the father or the paternal figure. When he left home, he must have forgotten it or been too angry later to come back. Notice here the characterization of the dad, too angry later to come back. It foreshadows in many ways the violence that's attributable to that character and also reinforces the symbolic value of the hook as a motif throughout the extract, as very much so connected to the violence of the father figure. To come back and pick it up and bought a new one. He'd taken the hooks though, so notice the motif of the hook, it's recurring in the extract, but must have missed this little one that lay there in the dark, just waiting. So in those lines there, note the personification of the hook there, just waiting in the dark. Dark, we could argue, is symbolic for imminent harm and the unknown that may unfold as the poem continues, but the fact that the hook is personified, or you may even argue anthropomorphized, because it's given these specific human qualities, it heightens that connection between the hook and the dad. The dad is symbolic for violence. Just waiting, I suppose, to stick into my finger, boy did it hurt, but. I would also notice up here, like we've got the parentheses there, right, describing the pain, and up here as well, blood dripping everywhere. There's references to pain and the blood. They're what we would call really visceral moments of imagery in the text. Visceral referring to the kind of emotions that's felt within the persona, but also literally in the description of the blood. That's quite a poignant visceral description that's manifested there in the written form. And I think that's pretty much it. That's enough analysis, I think. Every couple of lines there, or almost every line, we pick something out. So that's an example of how you look at a text, you issue spot, you look for the techniques, and you think about ideas that are being conveyed. To bring it back, I guess, to human experience concepts, we see emotions that arise within the human experience, the shared human experience between the son and the father. We can also think about the qualities in the dad as perhaps a failed paternal figure. So there's a couple of little rubricary links that we can draw there. If we had a question, we would obviously want to cater our analysis to the question itself, but there's enough, I guess, meat on the bone there for you guys to work with. Thank you guys so much for watching the clip. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of on-the-spot analysis and that you're, I guess, visualizing how you want to approach extracts from text when you're in the exam. Obviously, that level of detail may not be needed. If you have a 3-mark question on this extract, you only need 2 quotes. So you're really issue spotting the 2 bits of evidence that work best for the question. But nevertheless, a useful learning tool for you. Thank you for watching, guys. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. And as I mentioned, if you want more resources to help your way through your HSC, check out our website, Ignite HSC. But for now, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content, subscribe to our channel and we'll have more videos coming your way.
That's right, guys. Thanks for watching. And please make sure you check out our online resource database. We've had a team of state rank achievers and heads of English put these together for you, covering everything from essay structures and examples all the way through to craft of writing and comprehension skills. So check them out at ignitehsc.com.au, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.